Hey, what's up? This is Future Thread here to commentate a crazy SSG run that I did. Takes a lot of focus, so I didn't do any commentary during the run. So I know everything that happens. And it's bonkers. When I learned you could do like cartography table practice runs with the in-game map, I got super stoked about SSG. Learned about that from Nick Rockcliffe. I really did not like the idea of using only the third-party map tool to practice a seed. But yeah, so I just kind of made my own custom map I customized the markers on the map for what I wanted to do with this run. And did a couple practice runs, kind of routed it, or whatever. And I think this is my second real run that made it far. I reset several times. Anywhere up to bone mass, I would just kind of reset. We sleep early in the run, so we're waiting here to actually see the day one text. If I do a super fast Eikthyr and make it to my sleeping destination, I'm unable to sleep if it has not been 10.5 minutes. So this way the timer is more or less synced up with the day cycle. So I at least know if I'm going to be unable to sleep if I get a super fast hike. Hearing some deer early here, that's good. The plan would have been able to continue to the right there to pick up flint and stuff, but these deer over here made me break protocol, so to speak. Could relog here so that second deer chills out and stays put, but it had probably already gotten pretty far. I didn't know exactly where it was, so decided against it and just head back to the routine. Plan is to do a big loop and just pick up sticks and stones and flint and break a building for wood. Where that building is also presents great opportunity for stone. We plan to get all the leather from troll caves that we're flying by anyway, so we don't take any boars. Pull out the torch here so that it doesn't hit us into the water or anything. It just leaves us alone if we run with the torch out for a little bit. Works with necks as well. Done a few resets on Eikthyr as well. I've picked up this flint so many times. Maybe not so many. Quite a few. And this flint. And the other flint. I don't know why it gets choppy here. That goes away. Maybe my computer was having an especially hot moment. I don't know. But it's present in all the raw footage. I love those stupid deer. Although I kind of feel bad if I get a trophy from... You know, was that really trophy worthy? So we're over 2 so far. Not great, but at the same time we haven't spent too much time chasing them all over the place. Definitely don't want to get knocked in the deep water here, so torch. Lots of precarious flint pickups here that almost get us wet. Want to keep that stamina regenerate as high as possible. This is kind of a poor spot for deer to be. There's just so much water they can run to. Luckily there, it's shallow enough that I could have the torch out. And that one was trophy worthy, it seems. 1 for 3. I think Wiki says it's just 50% on all of them, right? So each one is like a coin flip. Do we have 16 wood? We do, therefore club. Try to save stamina. Take out the load-bearing bits first. Really just want all the wood we can get. Here come the stones. Lucky find here. It's right on our path. No trophy, unfortunately. Ooh, kind of a kung fu dodge there. I like that. But yeah, between that deer and the Eikthyr altar, bunch of berries, so we take advantage. And some more stones. Picked up those 3 stones a lot of times. Luckily, we do have more close by deer here. 1 star is not any more likely to drop a trophy, but harder to kill. Regular deer would be dead there. We have kind of a wood surplus. Considering a log out here, it would chill the deer out. I decided against it. Because if I nick him with one little bit of a campfire here, he's done. So to save some time, I try to do this, but I think my first instinct was correct. Well, definitely, given that we do it now. So should have just logged there. We'd have been at the Eikthyr altar with the deer corpse. And spoiler, trophy. Take that. Whoa, bit rate. $44 stones. I used 4 stone on the stone axe. Trying to craft ahead of time just to stay as light as possible. We don't hit any trees or saplings or anything. Semi-new strat here. Nick found it with Eikthyr just like this. I had also coincidentally found it around the same time with the Elder. I did it almost by accident. Just got going like that and just kept it going. It's not a guarantee with either boss. First of all, either can shoot off the fires the second they spawn. And 2, plenty of obstructions. Like the Eikthyr altar could be by water. The Elder altar offers plenty of obstructions of its own. As we shall see. So, dropping deer meat just to stay as light as possible. Shouldn't need too many. 6 ought to be fine. Leave a couple stones behind just to stay light. Check the stone count there. I think it was 35. Made it this far quite a few times. The stamina bar always ends right here. I already picked these berries. Normally we stop and pick berries there. Lots of useful landmarks on this seed. Climb this hill. You know, you don't need to work too hard to find it, but you climb this hill, and there's your core wood. Used for furniture for higher comfort values and bonfire later on. Hello, bitrate again. Largely a 45-degree angle here. Again, crafting, that just lost us 12 pounds, or, you know, I don't know, probably 10 pounds. I don't know how much a club weighs. Find this village for a real quick 32 wood. And then, boom, we have this nice trajectory here along the house line, and then we just curve to the right a little bit here. And it almost just feels like a path here. We have the Eikthyr buff going since immediately after hanging the trophy. Another little landmark on the left here, this Grey Dwarf structure thing. And the cliffside, so we want to get close to this and then carry on to our sleeping, cooking destination, etc. This blueberry. You can hear the first notes of an ancient seed there. We're going to pay a visit to the troll cave first, though. So we're at 11 minutes, therefore, 11 minutes into day one, therefore we can sleep. I think it's 10 and a half minutes into the day you have to be. I've noticed if you are standing still before the troll appears, he'll often just not see you at all. Deer meat's done. Let's make some pickaxes. And we plan to do lots of campfire repair versus the Elder. So we're gonna wake up here, day 2, rested. The extra 2 minutes we get from the rug and the log will really pay off. Last thing we do is repair. I failed to grab one of those bones there. The plan is to get 3 bones. Whoops. So one of the last things we do is repair so that we have a hammer in good condition. And we eat deer meat now so as to have high health by the time we get to Elder. You can see the Eikthyr buff is still kicking, so we really just try to maximize that at this point. The last little bit we have left. So run it out, let it charge, run it out. Let the stamina charge, that is. And try to kind of just... Probably shouldn't be picking these berries, I don't know. I run toward this mountain. You can see it on the mini-map. And I've picked this line, and I try to maintain a trajectory that's more or less in line. Right there. Do you see how that's in line with a small, short line on the mountain? So I try more or less to maintain that trajectory. And got to keep this for a little bit. There are some landmarks up ahead. Ooh, I don't know if you saw that troll cave to the right. Sometimes we're a little closer to it, we get a troll growl. So I knew to hang right a little bit here. I often stop for these berries outside this burial chamber. And then I pretty much always run over this exact line on burial chamber number 2. Yeah, it's almost like a path carved out for us, kind of. So this is our next destination is pretty far from that troll cave we just stopped at, but lots of useful landmarks along the way. So you don't have to pick a line exactly and stay to it. You just hit all the landmarks along your way. And also we have the benefit of our next destination being a seed. It glows, it makes sound. So not too difficult to find. We have the vendor there as an indicator as well. This seed is pretty much directly north of the vendor. And then we go 45-degree angle, bang, just run straight. It's always day 2 because we always sleep. It's always foggy, can't see, but very short trip to this troll cave. There's wood in this troll cave I'd like to grab. In an effort to get a little lighter, we try to upgrade the club here. Can't do it because we failed to pick up 1 bone at the last spot. Yep, doesn't even know we're here. Decide to not grab the wood. We don't have a bed anywhere. Don't want to die being encumbered. Can't roll. If you could roll while encumbered, I'd pick that up. Another kind of, yeah, I don't know, what's this, a 37.5-degree angle? I just kind of have this angle down. And we usually aggro these skeletons, but we drag them right to this seed. Seed number 3. Kind of doesn't matter what spawns out of that seed, because it's going to wind up fighting skeletons. Speaking of fighting skeletons, that's the other reason we wanted to upgrade the club. Always got to take these 3 out. And a level 2 is just so much more effective than a level 1. Ow. This is a great place to put a bed. And it's right next to the Elder Altar. That would cost us 2 seconds though, so we don't do it. Health pretty high from the deer meat. Let's go. Not the best, not the worst spawn spot. That's a bummer. We try, but obstructions, like I was saying. It's hard to maintain the jumping. So he could have gone right into roots there, which would have been pretty cool, but we end up with about the same net result. 2 fires on him. Get a little cocky. Whoops, 13 health. Good thing we ate deer meat. If we die, the run is over. Ooh. Kind of taking chances there again. Not bad, not bad. Uh-oh, we got company. Couldn't pull a repair off there. Or, well, didn't. Would have been nice to. Looks like most of the fires got him, though. 3 out of 4 or something. Oh, maybe not. How many did I put down? Those repairs work out to a little bit of extra damage for sure. Starting to look at the wood supply. I've had to place a lot of fires. Our health has been slowly ticking back up. It's nice that we didn't take other hits. Oh, because we take that one. Scary. Elder was nice enough to mine some stone for us there, so we don't have to go get our other fires or anything. Sub 20, nice. So from that very first sleep at the... Ooh, 2 wood. Nice. From that very first sleep, we still have 5 minutes left on our rested buff, and we're gonna put it to use. Gonna cover a big old distance, or try to. I do get lost in a little bit. Only a little bit lost. So, always start at the seed and take that exact trajectory. Usually grab the food. And, yeah, plenty of landmarks along the way. What was I saying? Oh, in a few minutes I get lost, but this rested buff is just almost exactly enough. If we don't get lost, it does work out. Try to avoid aggroing these dudes. Just keep left. To our left is a mountain. Pretty much don't look at it. Alright. And then, next stop, Mother of all Troll Caves. In my experience, there has 100% been a troll outside of this cave. Would it allow us to sleep? No, it's probably a little early for sleep. Kinda couldn't open the chest there. Maybe worked out for the best. So much leather, so much bone. Little wood infusion. It's great. A+ troll cave. Picked up a bone just to replace that one bone I failed to pick up. Turns out I don't actually need it, but... And if you look at the mini-map, next I use this little micro mountain to kind of gauge my trajectory. We're also just kind of circumnavigating a big mountain to our left, which again I maybe never even look at. So I just kind of try to keep my... Well, you can hardly see through the fog anyway. I try to just kind of keep my altitude consistent, more or less. And we just circle around it. Not running uphill nor downhill, just perpendicular to the slope, basically. Spoke too soon, maybe. Yeah, this is maybe further up than I usually get. I don't know. So yeah, this is one of the bigger traversals. And there's kind of, you can see that little tip of the mountain on the mini-map. There's something I was supposed to do with that, and I couldn't exactly remember. I think the real answer is go in a 45-degree angle the other direction. Right, not left, like I'm doing now. Whoops. So this is the moment that leads to us getting a little bit lost. Managed to sort it out, though. 1 minute left on the rested buff. Thanks, dear rug and or sitting log. Alright, Meadows is good, but we're supposed to be a ways east of here. That structure has kind of a lot of little stupid pieces and it's small. What we're looking for is a structure here that we can put to good use, but not that one. Nor this one. So foggy. I suppose I didn't have to sleep. It'd be nighttime right now if we did not sleep, and we could actually see better at night than in this fog, but the day cycle is... Alright, we hear the bees, yep. So this is where we wanted to be. We had kind of a good deal east to get here. We don't have the wood for the workbench upgrades right now. So we break half the house in order to secure that. And there we have it. Workbench is still in good position, and we upgrade 2 level 3 clubs. And go in level 3 hammer. What? Drop some debris. And the traditional bow and spear crafting with the leather and flint that went into the tanning rack. Don't need a tanning rack again, so the cost to upgrade the crude bow to level 2 is essentially 5 wood. Because we don't need the leather or the deer hide. Not sheltered here. Get sheltered and then sneak sleep. Thanks again, Nicholas. Enemy right there, buzzing around, but pull the sleep off anyway. Probably would have disrupted rest, but anyway, the day 2 fog is over. That's nice. Break the bed just to maximize wood. More kind of long traversals ahead without many threats. So we really don't need to leave the bed here. We'd rather just have the 8 wood. Eikthier timer counting down. Pivot right there a little bit if we're at that little structure. We do want to be left of this stream here. And hang right as we climb this hill. Draugr village, but this house over here is unoccupied. Another good wood infusion. Have yet to hit a sapling or a tree with an axe. The stone axe was basically for... Oh, it ran off without all the wood. Probably regret that later. Stone axe just got us 3 seeds. This flint axe, I don't know. Maybe don't even need to make it. It chops up a tiny bit of a shipwreck. That's about it. But again, covering a lot of ground. Love the daytime rested Eikthyr traversal. Wild how much ground you can cover in so little time. Here's the aforementioned shipwreck. Next destination is the swamp. Seems a little counterintuitive to head uphill, I suppose. But it's a big old swamp. This is the Bone Mass Swamp. There's a ton of crypts. And despite the fact that they reroll every time a world is generated, I do have 3 that I kind of like. I like spending as little time in the swamp as possible. It's slower to traverse on account of the wetness and puddles, basically. So I'll tackle the hill before I get in the swamp early. I had another landmark that I used to cut due east, and I went a little early here. My quote-unquote road was actually a little further to the north. This tower here is a landmark for me as well, though, so I know I need to head to the other side of it. Eikthyr buff still going. Waste the last little bit of it. No big deal. This is crypt 1 of 3 that I always hit. It can be oriented right against that tree, which is a real bummer. So this was best RNG in terms of the orientation of the outside structure. Bone number 1. Getting the resting bonus is super nice. Our stamina bar is just constantly full. Love to find the ancient bark there. The only missing bonfire ingredient is a Surtling core, and the swamp is also loaded with Surtling spawners. Got some arrows and another couple bones out of that treasure room as well. So far, so good. Stairs pretty much means nothing. There could be a scrap pile at the top, but we're trying to get through the crypts using fewer than 1 full pickaxes, ideally. Fewer than 1 pickaxe? Yeah, whatever. See a bone there, nice. And a chest. Second bone behind the chest, you can maybe catch a hint of it. I don't see it for a bit. There it is. Bone in the chest. Very nice. 7 bones. Feels good. Let's just go to crypt number 2, see if we get easy bones there, huh? See the bone mass altar in the background. Don't have to cover a lot of swamp to get there. Instead, just Eikthyr ran through the forest. Swamp does extend very far south. Not liking this. There's a spawner in there somewhere without any obstructions, and this ill-omened blob at the entry there, I was just kind of like not feeling it. So we'll just try our luck with crypt number 3. Draugr Archer guarding it. Let's swap to iron arrows here. Right in the face. This crypt has a fun surprise. Check this out first. It's the only place where bad guys can come from. Oh, spoke too soon. Staggered. Good thing we ate deer meat. Oh, wow. What? Okay. No bed anywhere. We'd spawn at the beginning spawn if we die here. Run over. So I decide to go not that way. Just real cautious. Although largely thanks to resting and rested, I should say, our health has pretty much restored here. Nothing super enticing anywhere we look. Need 1 bone. I'm scared of that left channel though. One bone, please. Oh, more archers. I probably could have reversed the camera there to see if there was a bone in there. But still, it's just sketchy. If there's somewhere else we can get 1 bone, let's try somewhere else first, huh? And there you have it. Less than 1 pickaxe. We can just throw that away. So phenomenal crypt RNG, the first one, mostly. Confirming we did get our 5 stones for the campfire back there. So we slept maybe 8 minutes ago. 13 minutes of daylight left. You may see I offset that first 1 meter pillar It being a little lower and a little further from center is not a bad thing, I've come to realize. Gets you a little extra reach on your platform out of the skull. I have very close to a 100% success rate with this bed setup, but it chose to be a jerk today for whatever reason. Out of the times it's failed, I've had very close to 100% success just replacing the bed and putting everything back. Today it decides to be a jerk. Get this. That works. Decide to just leave it. This fire stays on because it's under the roof. So you need to keep at least one roof tile there. Or you could put a roof tile underneath. But this is to kind of continue, the fire in the roof setup here is to continually dry us during the fight. It's effectively going to double our stamina regeneration rate. I see where he's spawning and decide to stay down here. Watch his opening attack. I have never seen this before. He, like, animation canceled himself, threw dudes, and swung at me. If we die there, it's not the end of the world, but glad we didn't. Because now we are not poisoned, we are dry, and we are rested. Look at that stamina bar. Oh, feels so fast. Great attack RNG here. Alright. Finally decides to poison us. We wait for full combo still. We had a pretty big health bar. Great first life. Timer's at 42 minutes. From here out, we're going to spend most of the time poisoned. So I don't want to be eating the yellow mushrooms, etc., the good food, the deer meat, because we just die over and over, right? I found this is a great place for mushrooms. I realized after the run I should be eating a raspberry each time as well. And then we would go into this, club barrage. Look, we're dry already. So it's like all stamina regeneration that takes place dry, more or less. The top of the skull is not cluttered. It's only that one tiny pole. So, oh, thanks for turning around right as I said that. Love that archer falling there. So when it happens that we need to kite him, we essentially just walk back onto the skull. We have lots of room to move around and do not need to expend stamina. So despite the fact that sometimes we will leave the roof structure and get wet, we come back with a full stamina bar, which we can just swing away with, and we dry off while we are expending the stamina. And then when it comes time for our stamina to recharge, we're hopefully dry or very close to it. So we do have to kite him here, but we just walk. Walk. Don't run, don't jump. I use core wood for the the barriers here because you don't have to hold shift to place them. It's easy and it frees up regular wood in case you're short on that. Trying to locate that archer. I couldn't tell if he was shooting at me or what. Haven't seen him summon a blob yet. Doesn't matter to us too much. Skeleton archers are kind of the only bad thing he can summon. We get lucky in terms of him throwing stuff up on the skull as well. He definitely can do that. And he threw that one archer up, but he fell off, so... So we're trying to kite him closer here. We're wet. Full stand bar, though, so we just swing, swing, swing. And we're dry. Double the recharge rate, which essentially means double the swings. Couldn't quite squeeze in that last combo. Ooh, that archer has a shot on us. Ow. We break line of sight with the little pillar here. When you break line of sight with an archer, they move. Skeletons have very tiny brains. And he moved right underneath us. Club number 1 doing great work here. The Mass himself has been super cooperative. I think we've only had to kite him once or twice. Placing the platform over a little bit helps it extend out a little bit further. You can see the gaggle of skeletons underneath us. So sometimes a big pile of mobs there will kind of block bone mass from getting close enough, and you can have trouble hitting him, but we're not running into that too much. Platform just hanging by a thread there. It is foundation on the skull. Dry by the time we got a recharge. For the vast majority of the fight, it kind of doesn't matter how big your stamina bar is, because you're gonna expend it at some point, and then there will be waiting for it to charge. That'll happen like no matter what you eat on every life. A higher bar would only help with the opening salvo, and then maybe keeping you alive a little bit longer after corpse runs out, but that poison eats through you pretty fast. So I think because of the sheer quantity of raspberries that I have at this point, I should be eating one of those every life as well. Or just pick fewer of them, you know? I don't know. Get them. Wanted to just run in there with a fresh corpse run buff so we would not pick up more poison. So right here, I look at the numbers. You know, we have the poison is going to expire, and then we have an additional like 15 seconds of corpse run. So we just eat good food now. Very soon our health will stack up really fast. Let's go all out here. Break the bet. Enjoy this crazy swamp exit. Bonkers. And that was a sub 50-minute bone mass. Pretty fast. Prior record was pre-Hearth and Home 56 minutes, I think. So we're leaving the swamp. We need a Surtling core. That is what is happening right now. Cold, wet, unrested. Let's go. Tons of Surtling spawners on our way out. So we're happy to just tickle that Wraith a little bit. Get him with the next one. That's the plan. Did that sound like 3 Surtlings dying? It did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So managed to just walk out of the path of that Wraith's attack there. Which was super clutch. I don't think it would have one-shot us. We probably could have taken a hit, but it may have staggered us actually, so who knows what could have happened there. Wraith gave us some space, thank you. Decide not to tickle this second one, let's just get it done. We have a bonfire. Let's go the right direction, though. So we probably could technically exit the swamp biome sooner, but the terrain's just all messy. I don't know. It's like mountain plains border outside of it. And we need to be hooking to the west of a huge mountain when we get out of here. So we just kind of, I don't know. Swamp is scary. Plains is scary. Mountain is scary. We'll just take our chances with the swamp. Wasn't kidding about all the Surtling spawners. I think there's even more to the east that we have already like passed by, so pretty easy to just get the free Surtling core like we did. This gets a little scary. Tactical roll. At least there aren't any Oh. Yeah, so swamp backs up right to a mountain here. That's why we just hung as far west as we could. Oh, good. We're safe in the plains now. Oh, that swamp exit. A little bit pulse pounding at points. Nice, we saw the Wraith go off for the goblins there. And here we want to just cling to the coast because of the terrain. This is like that weird... It's fake plains. So at least we know we're not going to have any, like, camps full of dudes. If you're thinking, wow, I totally can't see anything. Yeah, same. Do a lot of walking here. Do a lot of stamina wasting. As you'll see. We project less noise when we are walking than when we are running. So, since visibility is so just dismal, try to stay quiet for a lot of this. So yeah, it's like breaking my heart to not run. Perhaps you can tell. But, yeah. Little bursts here and there. Glad we didn't run directly into that guy. Had time to just, yeah, do the thing. Had we been running, probably would have had to dodge roll instead of use the bow. And then we'd have to sit there and wait till we could bow him on his next attack. So, like, perhaps even saved time there by just walking. Oh, let there be light. This guy's on us. Not great. Because we're at our destination. You can see the mountain on the mini-map. Takes a dramatic inward angle there. This is our spot to run up. And we have this dude. There was maybe a relog we could have done. Too late now. Could try to build the bed around him while he does stuff, but like, I'm hearing a Death Skeeta this whole time as well. I decide the play is to kill this guy. And it goes okay. For a level 2 spear gamer. But I don't know. It in the moment and upon review feels like it's taking forever. Ugh. Oh. Never mind, bow sucks. Spear. That last stab was really satisfying. And then I've built the bed on this precise spot a couple times, and it just... I have good luck with the bed. So we do that. Doing something kind of new here. Trying to preserve wood. I put food and hammer in this box. So there's a hammer in the box. It's not on my corpse. So now spawn, eat food, retrieve hammer, reclaim bed and workbench, then get Eikthyr going, then with full stamina bar, food is already eaten, nothing to do, then last, very last, we pick up the corpse and we run. Because we broke the bed, we only get one chance at the mountain entry. That's fine. Without Eikthyr, like, it would suck the next time. So, stamina full, Eikthyr, corpse run, let's go. 1 hour mark. This part of the ascent is pretty recognizable. It's nice. There can often be wolves to the right. Good mob RNG here. Another tactical roll there. This golem is here, like, as far as I can tell, 100% of the time. I guess I've only made it this far like 2 or 3 times. But always golem. I barely notice him anymore. But yeah, loving the 0 wolves. Most times that I've come up, there's only been one drake at this egg that's very close to us. So that's nice. I think we eventually bait in a few from elsewhere here. Really doing work here to stay as close to the altar as possible. Been going all the way around my last 2 or 3 motor fights. Going back and forth. Ha! Get bonfired. Going back and forth on whether it's necessary. I think what is necessary is for there to be a place that you can go where motor cannot see you. And I think it is likelier that you have that place if you go all the way around. So, contrary to my last several motor fights, really lean into AI manip here. Like in the motor hardcore runs and stuff, you know, you're not allowed to die. I don't even place a bed. I don't dig. I just get super interface. But yeah, gonna full lean into the AI manip here. You'll see what I mean. In terms of eggs, we have one very, very close egg, which is nice. One medium egg and one far egg. The far egg is so far that if we corpse run right at the altar here, even with the best food, we cannot make it to the egg and make it back here on a single life. So we're gonna bust out a new strat. Made one kind of failed theory crafting attempt before this and decided to just go for it here. So we established a corpse up top that we can corpse run with. That death was intentional enough. And we're going to go for far egg here. To get there, we go over this mountain. And I have successfully gotten far egg and gotten it back to the top of this mountain, but I cannot get it all the way back to the altar. So, gotta bust out some fanciness. Still relying on corpse run here. We'd rather not log. Keeps our health total as high as possible for as long as possible. The stamina's kind of iffy, but we manage. As soon as corpse run runs out here, I just log to refill the stamina bar. Had a little bit left, but it's fine. So, we about to be freezing, but we have max health, max stamina. Let's go. Because time is of the essence, we just expend all the stamina now. We run, run, run. Could have gotten a few steps closer there, I think, without getting hit. But we logged both to replenish stamina here and to break aggro on the drakes. They're chilling. Less stamina expenditure running up the shallow slopes. So we do that. Like other places in the run on this seed, it's almost like we have a path carved out for us. It's nice. So rather than going back to the altar, we're going to medium egg. So we're still on the other side of that big old mountain. We pick it up. We are holding 2 eggs right now. So we're going to establish another corpse at the altar so that we corpse run away from the altar. And gonna go pick up this 2-egg corpse. Since roughly the mountain cave update, corpse run grants the player the added effect of plus 150 carrying capacity. The reason they did this is so that if you have the belt on and die with 400 pounds worth of stuff on you, you don't become encumbered when you pick your corpse up and then just, die again. So it makes perfect sense. It should be in the game. Great addition. As far as I know, this is the first time it has been intentionally used in a speedrun. So we don't have the belt, obviously. I'm keeping left here because I'm pretty sure there's a wolf spawn to the right. So I just want to be aware of the wolf before it's aware of me. The good RNG continues though, and we just haven't seen a wolf. There just aren't any wolves on this mountain apparently. It being daytime is not, that is intentional, so that's nice. That's going to reduce the wolf population, but still very lucky. So anyway, when we pick up the entirety of this tomb here, our carrying capacity will increase from 300 to 450. Eggs weigh 200, so 200 times 2, 400, well within the 450 carrying capacity, provided that we can get it back to the altar all on the same corpse run buff. So no logouts on the way back. Yeah, we get the brief message that we're carrying too much, but once corpse run actually kicks in from having taken everything from the tombstone, capacity goes up. Stamina drain lowered. Got a big old bar, so we only used half of it getting up there. And then pretty easy downhill trip, and dragging these drakes is actually a plus. It's dragging some playmates for our golem friend here. Trying to get stamina to jump here. We did it. And we can grab this last egg. Well, looks like there are playmates for the time being. That's okay. We have a bed. Go play with the golem. Don't go play with my bed. No, no. Unnerving death here. We hear him attacking something. Could be the bed. Game over, maybe. Thankfully, it was the workbench. The way we do the motor fight, even if the golem is aggroed on us the entire time, it really, it has almost zero effect. It, more than anything, all the sound he makes grates on my nerves. Alright, let's go. Why do I want this? So the drakes have a pretty good angle on our bed right now. So if there's a drake here bugging us, I'm a little sketched out. Kinda can't tell if there is, because motor is making wing noise as well. So she cannot see us right now, so she does this hover maneuver, no ice crystals, and then just lands. And I think her behavior changed with the mountain update as well. The old school build a little hut and shoot arrows, I think is a totally dead strategy. So she can see us right now. She's doing attacks and stuff. That drake is shooting directly in the direction of us and our bed. Kind of not ideal placement here. Perhaps. I could have put the bed a little deeper, I suppose. Because while I tried to stay very tight to the altar for the most part, we do have this one wide chunk here to facilitate the bonfire. And so I don't know if we caught a piece of that ice crystal and survived. I think we did not. I think all of the damage we took there was from the bonfire happening to reignite at that moment, and the crystals missed us. In fact, just... yeah. Anyway, the drake is still a problem. Oh, not anymore, he's not. Alright, now we can really get down to business. Motor's not where we want her, so just taking this opportunity to achieve resting status in order to bolster our health here, since we've eaten deer meat and stuff. Might as well just go high health, and that way if we like accidentally light ourselves on fire, we don't die. We also got the rested buff, which is nice. So now she's in the air. We try to find a place where she will not be able to see us. So this is the AI manip I was talking about. She used to just hover in the air when she couldn't see you. Now she hovers for just a little bit and lands. So we just say, okay. So rather than flying laps and shooting ice crystals at nothing or something like that, just hovers and then gives up and lands on the ground. So anytime she goes up, we're going to immediately run off and yeah, just try to obscure ourselves from view. Do like having the one wide channel here. Kind of facilitates with retrieving the spear when we miss. Or that's the idea. I do have to jump up there a couple times over the course of this fight and get the spear. Like there. But we do kind of adjust our angles as the fight goes on, and a few missed spears do land down there with us. So she went up, we hide, she lands back to it. The big channel out front here also lends opportunity to kite her. If she turns in a way that we don't like, we can move just almost anywhere. We don't have to do the whole lap. See, so like just moving, taking a couple steps causes her to readjust and move. So again, I think what's necessary here is having a place where she cannot see you. May do future attempts of this strat without the full circle, I don't know. Again, the full circle does kind of increase the likelihood of there being such a place. Pickaxing is not an exact science, or if it is, I haven't figured it out. So, goodbye spear. Nice, we can reach that. Rinse and repeat. I notice she doesn't always make the sound immediately when she lands, so you just kind of need to listen and watch for an absence of wing flapping. Getting 30 ticks right here with the fire. Roasting. At this moment, she's not doing her regular attacks even. If I knew how to get her into this orientation all the time, I would do that. Because, yeah, the wing is directly in the fire, greatly increasing the damage. When she's moving around more, she'll dip in and out of the fire. So she'll get damage over time ticks, but not just a very consistent, you are literally in the fire right now, damage ticks as well. Lucky hit there, somewhat. Holding off on the throw till we see her head again. Alright. Let's go. I'm pulled back pretty far toward the altar. For a lot of these throws, hopefully causing a missed spear to land closer and be more easily retrievable. Yikes, she found an angle. So here maybe full circle is good. We had somewhere else we could go where she couldn't see us. I don't know what I was thinking with that one. Nice, a good fight. For reasons, it was almost too short. I don't think this would be very likely to happen in an RSG run, but this is my first time in a non-hardcore run where I put a bed down at the base of a mountain, engaged Eikthyr, ran up the mountain, did all 3 eggs and fought Motor, and Eikthyr was not ready to go yet. Can't imagine I'll be seeing that a lot outside of SSG, just because knowing precisely where the eggs are and the best way to get them is huge. So at this point in playing, I don't actually notice that Ike is still ticking. Did the hammer in the box trick again, established the corpse up top, then slept, so we are rested currently. Power not ready, what? Oh, 5. 4. So because I did not also leave wood, we had to abandon a box there. Couldn't break it without wasting some of the corpse run, so rest in peace, 10 wood from a box. I wish I could have collected you. Alright, and then we're going down pretty much the opposite direction we came up. brief respite in the forest. And, yeah, then the totem dance begins. Corpse run still kicking, stamina bar high, health high. Ooh. Don't know if that would have killed us if we did not eat deer meat, but seems like it maybe would have. Do still have a bet on the mountain, so that wouldn't have been entirely game over. Oof. We would definitely be dead without deer meat there. But yeah, the mountain bed's pretty close by. Wouldn't call that game over. But now that we're off, we'll go ahead and establish a bed down here. So this, I think, is the first bed that we, like, don't intend on sleeping in or dying at, basically. Or gaining comfort from. Like the very first bed we placed at the troll cave, that was just to sleep in. Didn't place another bed till we slept again in the house before the swamp. Placed the bed at the base of the mountain, very intentionally dying there one time. We slept in the bed up the mountain. So yeah, this is basically the only like backup reserve bed we have placed. Big ol' stamina bar, rested, Eikthyr buff still active. Great situation for thieving totems from camps here. Scanning for skeetos. Trying to maintain a northwest trajectory here. But just trying to stay out of the aggro range of these enemies as well. Running into trees over a horizon is perhaps not super wise. A little bit punished here with these guys. This camp is a destination on our totem tour here. Do intentionally aggro these to take care of the dudes behind us. But still, just like the pressure's on a little bit. Ooh, didn't get it. Burning. Don't know what actually killed me. Have to look super slow-mo, I think. Bummer, though. Ike was still active, rested. Oh, could have been glorious. Could have been glorious. At least it was that totem that we died at, and not the first one, though. Thanks, Blueberry. Because, yeah, we just ping the body, go straight to the body, and we get a fair bit of forest traversal here. Which is nice and friendly. Forest can be really peaceful during daytime. Lucky it's super fresh daytime right now. We just slept before our mountain departure there. Alright. No rest, no corpse run, no bow. Body's buried in a bonfire. Let's go. Trying to find whoever made that noise. Not having luck. Do the preliminary roll, break line of sight, or at least hopefully, then log. Get out. So much chaos. Thankful for the blobs there. Still a Skeeto on our backs. Oh, there's one right in front of us as well. Should we log out here? Yes. No? Yes. I was still kind of reeling from that whole Plains experience. Probably could have done a dodge roll there and pulled the bow out. As it stands, for the Skeeto's next attack. Logout feels just nice and safe, though. Kind of amazed that goblin didn't aggro. Oh. Yeah, that goblin or that Skeeto didn't aggro. It's nice. Alright, moving on. Got a little taste of the Yag altar a second ago in the background there. We're taking the scenic route, though. Far pit to the left. Berserkers at the henge. Aw, man, random goblin spawn? It's fine. It's fine. Walked up to him to fill the stamina bar, then run from him. I almost wanted to bait an attack there, but didn't want to push my luck. Baiting the attack just kind of puts him in one place for longer and makes escape a little easier, but looks like we got away with it. Some dudes blocking our intended exit, so let's move them. Grab this totem, and then we get a nice little forest break again here. Oh boy. Get to the forest. Very thin little forest here. It's nice. Gotta replace the wood from that box I left behind. Box and bed. I'd probably be comfortable deleting the bed on the mountain. It was just the workbench situation that sort of prevented us. So yeah, very thin forest. Never gonna not find this burial chamber. Might as well, right? So that's just another backup bed. Don't plan on sleeping, resting. Don't plan on dying. Doesn't mean it won't happen. Didn't plan on that last one. So this structure is always here. It's always this structure. But just like the swamp crypts, it's in a different orientation every time. I should just run right through that fence there. But yeah, I don't know. Take the scenic route here as well. Didn't aggro him till I passed right in front there. Do a quick check and then just, thank you. Kind of like not sure if I need this wood or not. Not picking up these branches for some reason. Spending stamina and time on the axe instead. Do I need that branch? No. Do I need this bush? This bush? Apparently not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Checking the integrity of the bed. That one heard us from pretty far away. I blame the running. I suppose it could have just seen us. Itchy trigger finger. Give this guy the signal. Totally intentional club swinging. Message received, he's coming over. The totem loop that we do has nothing to do with style points at all. I do kind of like coming over that hill and seeing the altar with the camp in front of it. Very just picturesque. Is a bit of a bummer that the last totem we do is so close to the altar. Every other run I had done, which I guess is 2 or something, made it this far anyway. I did a log out behind that rock a ways back. I try to actually get away this time. I wish I had aggroed the blobs and let them fight it out, but this last little straggler makes it so far that I feel compelled to do a log out here to break aggro. Hour 42. Thanks to Set Seed, I know there's a pretty flat spot over here where we can dig without aggroing anything. Couple hits just to attempt to level out there and then try to move on to the flatter spot. Really should just start in the center of the flat spot, probably. Looking good. Hearing blob noises makes me a little nervous. Bed is mostly for rest, though. We're just gonna delete it. Skipping the night cycle doesn't hurt anything either. We may have been building into it. It was looking like the sun was going down. May have been building into the nighttime. Random mobs just spawn at night, so we definitely could have attracted some with our building noise had we been building at night. Day 6 Ultra Fog. Add a little moodiness to our YAG setup here. Should start at the lower end. Otherwise you end up with gaps like that. I think I was just trying to go fast, I don't know. But maybe results in me taking longer because I worry about it a little bit. It costs more wood. I'm placing extra pieces here. Should have just started on the lowest kind of, like the lowest corner maybe. Or maybe just the lowest spot, period. I think we're still at woodcutting skill 0. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go back and check. I still have the world. I'm gonna do a post game. I didn't really do much of one. In real time. But I think we'll just wake up right here. Because I don't know if you get, wood chopping credit for those little bushes. But yeah, the axe didn't do a whole lot this run. Yeah, just so he hopefully doesn't see me. And then we have more building to do down here, but I opted to summon first and then do the building. He's about to come majorly obstruct us, so gotta do it quick. But it is time save. There you have it. We're on a little 1x1. We cannot be pushed off of it. The end. Rested for double the stamina regeneration here. Did this fight all the way through once before. Got a 208 on the run before this one. Wanted to see if I could break the threshold, and making it happen. But I was not rested. This is maybe even the first YAG fight like this that I have done while rested. And I actually noticed a big difference. I didn't think the clubs were going to make it. Because we were getting so much damage in so fast. Faster than the fire. But they did. So no repairs on these level 2 clubs. It's nice. I try to just establish a stamina-friendly and hammer-friendly system here. We don't want to be clicking repair on the fire constantly. It costs stamina and dings the hammer to do so. We do have a level 3 hammers though, so high durability. But do kind of settle into a routine here where allow our stamina to recharge as we watch the bonfire deplete. Bonfire depletes and stamina recharges at roughly the same time. It appears we should have grabbed one more yellow mushroom from a troll cave than we did. Gonna have to eat a raspberry here in a second. But yeah, we basically get double the club swings in. With the rest. And the whole fight happens over the course of this rested buff, so what used to be maybe a 20-minute fight with just level 3 clubs and repairs is I don't know, it's something like 8 minutes, or I haven't exactly looked at it, with rest, 2 clubs, and a bonfire that's spot on here. For the integrity of the clubs, should just be doing full combos here, because that third hit is really where a lot of the damage comes from. For the same stamina cost, you get a lot more damage per stamina unit, pretty sure. So mostly sticking to the plan here. Should click the repair button when the stamina bar gets full, or when the fire is about to break. Whichever happens first is probably the best way to do it. With that one right there, I sat on a full stamina bar for a minute, just waiting for the fire to deplete more. Probably not the play. We're talking very minor differences at this point. But yeah, we wait to repair for hammer integrity and in order to not interrupt the recharge of stamina. We want to use stamina, then recharge, then use, then recharge, not mix it up. Although I think I do start getting a little weird here if memory serves. We'll see. Yeah. I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but I don't know. I like order and structure sometimes. Sometimes I just say, screw it. finally get the memo there and don't wait for the fire to get lower. I just repair as soon as my bar is fully charged. So, spoiler again, this does result in a victory. I unmuted after Yag's demise and babbled incoherently a bit. So I suppose I'll yield to in the moment thread. Let him yammer a little bit. And then I want to come back and record a post game. Look at the map, because like do very little hitting of the M key, because you just know where you're going next and where you've been doesn't matter. And so I realize from a viewer perspective, opening the map more throughout the run would be cool. But SSG runs, as I've learned, just have way less room for any funny business of any kind. Basically, at every second, you could be doing something better, probably. Or you should be thinking about it. RSG, lots of just exploring and seeing what there is to see. So yeah. Enjoy the yammering. Holy cow. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty fast. Took focus. Couldn't talk. Didn't talk. Oh. Well, that's it. Hour 53:49. Set Seed record at the time of this recording. Oh, that was intense. I thought that plane's death cost me, but it worked out. Oh, that was intense, man. Cool. All right. Hope everyone enjoyed. See you around. All right. Gonna take a stab at an improv post game here. Make sure I'm yeah. So what do we want to do? We want to look at stats, look at the map, maybe just chat a little bit. All right. Yep. It's exactly as I remember it. Gonna go ahead and enable all the dev command goodness. Now we can actually get out of here. There's wood we could have reclaimed, but yeah. No who can bad. Get out of here. Okay. Check the stats. What? Resetting tutorials. All right, where were we? Stats. Yeah, we do a lot of running. We just clubbed the final boss. Axes as a weapon, back down to 0. I think we achieved 1 at one point. Pickaxes were a big 9, spears 14. Sneak we did achieve when we had to sneak sleep. I think we got level 1. We died a bunch of bone mass though. Yep, no wood cutting. It's not even on here. Awesome. Goal achieved. Okay, and here's the map. So, relatively straight. Let me fill in some blanks here. Eikthyr is about yay. We run up the hill. I would estimate the core wood is here. Just an estimation. Village. Probably here. And then here's that forest meadows border that we run across to get to the troll cave, which I would estimate is here. Go pick up the seed here. And then we're running with Ike, and we kind of try to curve around this mountain. We go out here and pick up a seed. Hook this direction for a troll cave. Another seed here, easy. Elder here. Then big commute. We run, hit the Great Troll Cave, and then we're off on a pretty big commute. We rest here, probably. More run. Vinewood. Do a little bit of running. This is up that hill. And we come down into the swamp here. Well, here. Crypt 1, Crypt 2, Crypt 3, Bone Mass. Scary swamp exit. Fake plains to our landing spot. And if we look here, yeah, this mountain just takes a dramatic cut in. That's where we base. Here's the motor altar. Here is the death where we brought far egg to medium egg. Close egg just right here. Motor altar right here. Exit through the forest. Set up a bed here. Totem 1. Totem 2 died here. Spawn came this way. Totem 3 is right about here. Totem 4 right here. This is burial chamber bed. Come back out of the forest, swing around the other side of this mountain. Totem 5 and Yag fight. So obviously when you know where you're going, it's all straight lines, not a whole lot of this. This isn't even a lot of this. Pretty small area there. Patrolling for deer and picking up flint on the coastline. Up here is where we break the house. The first house. Let's see what the map actually looks like, huh? Okay, wow, look at our continent. It almost goes to the edge of the world. Maybe we should run that on this seed. This looks easy to get across. This could be a challenge without a raft. This is all super easy for now. You don't even get cold in the deep north currently. I'm sure you will someday. This is easy. And then you just got this little bit to go. Almost all on foot. What else is there? I think that's it. All right. You watch this far, you're a lunatic? Not really. Pretty short one, actually. Thanks for hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.